the Kodak Theater here at Hollywood and Highland in Los Angeles. This is the Democratic presidential debate. Thousands of people are outside. They're expressing their support for the candidates. And here inside, we're at the Kodak Theater. We're in the midst of glamour on this stage. This is one of the great stages of all time. It's where the Oscars are awarded. But get this, right now this is the hottest ticket in town. What happens here tonight could change the course of this presidential race and the nation. We want to welcome our viewers in the United States and around the world. I'm Wolf Blitzer. This is the final Democratic debate before Super Tuesday. That's when millions of Americans will go to the polls. They'll have a chance to determine who will be the next Democratic presidential candidate, including right here in the state of California. This will be the first time that Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama will be debating face-to-face, just the two of them, one-on-one. This is truly an historic moment for the Democratic Party. It's the first time that we will see a woman and an African American vying for the Democratic presidential nomination. The traveling press pool is here. These are the photographers. They're going to be taking pictures of the candidates when they walk out. In fact, let's introduce the two Democratic presidential candidates right now. Let's welcome them. Senator Hillary Clinton and Senator Barack Obama.
Hi, Wolf. How are you?
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for doing it.
Thank you. Happy to.
Thanks, Senator. Thank you very much. While the photos are being taken, let's bring in our own senior political correspondent, Candy Crowley. Candy, give our viewers in the United States and around the world a little sense of what we can expect tonight.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things when you look at that picture is reminiscent of April last year in Orangeburg, South Carolina, the very first debate. Lots of people on that stage, and now we are down to two. And what these camps believe is that this really focuses the mind of voters. One of these two people standing on the stage, getting their pictures taken, is going to be the Democratic nominee for President of the United States and quite possibly President of the United States. So they think there is a whole different atmospheric tonight to this. They believe that now voters really understand both the importance of Super Tuesday as well as the importance of this debate, Wolf.
I guess, Candy, as we look at this scene right now, there they are, the two U.S. senators. This is a moment in American history. It's a moment in American history that we have never seen before, and I guess that's why there are so many people who are excited and watching all of this right now.
Absolutely. I mean, from the very beginning, this has been a race with historic possibilities. And right now, you are seeing those possibilities. Both Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton on the stage now.
All right, the photographers are leaving. That's the traveling press pool. They will be out of here within a few seconds, and then we can begin the debate right here. And this will be a debate in the traditional sense. Over the next 90 minutes or so, we'll be asking the questions about a wide range, we'll be asking questions about a wide range of issues, substantive issues. I'll be joined in the questioning by two excellent journalists. Doyle McManus is the Washington bureau chief of the Los Angeles Times. And Gene Cummings is the senior correspondent for Politico.com. Many of Gene's questions, by the way, will be chosen by viewers, by readers of Politico.com. They're voting, in fact, they're voting online at Politico.com for the questions they want to be asked. You can still vote, by the way, for those questions during the course of this debate. The only rules tonight are these. There are no rules. We simply ask the candidates to keep their answers to a reasonable length, otherwise I'll butt in and try to stop them. And this time, we're giving them, by the way, 90 seconds right now to say whatever they want in opening statements. So let's begin with Senator Obama.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you. First of all, I want to acknowledge a candidate who left the race this week, John Edwards, who did such an outstanding job. Elevating the issues of poverty and the plight of working families all across the country, and we wish him and Elizabeth well. He's going to be a voice for this party and for this country for many years to come. I also want to note something that you noted at the beginning, which is that when we started off, we had 8 candidates on this stage. We now are down to 2 after 17 debates. And it is a testimony to the Democratic Party, and it is a testimony to this country that we have the opportunity to make history, because I think one of us 2 will end up being the next president of the United States of America. I also want to note that I was friends with Hillary Clinton before we started this campaign. I will be friends with Hillary Clinton after this campaign is over. We're running a competitive race, but it's because we both love this country and we believe deeply in the issues that are at stake. I believe we're at a defining moment in our history. Our nation is at war. Our planet is in peril. Families all across the country are struggling with everything from back-breaking health care costs to trying to stay in their homes. And at this moment, the question is, how do we take the country in a new direction? How do we get past the divisions that have prevented us from solving these problems year after year after year? I don't think the choice is between black and white, or it's about gender or religion. I don't think it's about young or old. I think what is at stake right now is whether we are looking backwards or we were looking forwards. I think it is the past versus the future.
Thank you, Senator.
And just to finish up, Wolf, and I think that as we move forward in this debate, understand we are both Democrats and we understand the issues at stake. We want change from George Bush, but we also have to have change that brings the country together, pushes back against the special interests in Washington, and levels with the American people about the difficult changes that we make. If we do that, I am confident that we can solve any problem and we can fulfill the destiny that America wants to see, not just next year, but in the many years to come.
Senator Clinton.
Well, on January 20th, 2009, the next president of the United States will be sworn in on the steps of the Capitol. I, as a Democrat, fervently hope you are looking at that next president. Either Barack or I will raise our hand and swear to uphold the Constitution of the United States. And then when the celebrations are over, the next president will walk into the Oval Office, and waiting there will be a stack of problems. Problems inherited from a failed administration. A war to end in Iraq and a war to resolve in Afghanistan. An economy that is not working for the vast majority of Americans, but well for the wealthy and the well-connected. Tens of millions of people either without health insurance at all or with insurance that doesn't amount to much because it won't pay what your doctor or your hospital need. An energy crisis that we fail to act on at our peril. Global warming, which the United States must lead in trying to contend with and reverse. And then all of the problems that we know about and the ones we can't yet predict. It is imperative that we have a president, starting on day one, who can begin to solve our problems, tackle these challenges, and seize the opportunities that I think await. I'm very grateful for